Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel jennifermarievo, where I teach you different ways that you can make money online working from home. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on how to become a work from home freelancer. So some of my most popular videos on this channel are all related to transcribing and how to become a transcriptionist. And I get dozens of questions every day, so I decided to do a video about the 13 most frequently asked questions about transcription. Okay, so the first question I get is, what is transcription? And basically, transcribing is listening to recorded audio or video files and typing what you hear. Depending on the transcription company's style guidelines, you may have to type what you hear word for word or type a modified version of what you hear. So the audio and video files that you have to transcribe, they can range from interviews, TV shows, YouTube videos, meetings, phone calls, Zoom calls, and so on and so forth. The second question is, what do you need to get started? Do you need a computer or laptop to work as a transcriptionist? And the answer is yes, you do need to have a computer or laptop. You cannot do this job from a smartphone or a tablet. The majority of the transcription platforms require you to use Google Chrome and to use their websites in order to transcribe directly within their platform. So you have to have a computer or laptop to be able to do this job. So you also need headphones so that you can clearly hear the audio. If you just are listening with your external speakers, it's going to be much more difficult to transcribe. So I do also have headphone recommendations in the description of this video, but really any over-the-ear headphones work, and I like to use cable headphones because that way you don't have any interruptions with Bluetooth. A foot pedal is also recommended, but it's not a requirement. I don't recommend investing in a foot pedal or new headphones until you get hired by a transcription company. As you will learn, becoming a transcriptionist is not a high-paying job, so you don't want to go spending a lot of money on the equipment before you actually get hired. Question number 3, do you need to type fast? No, you do not need to be a fast typist to become a transcriptionist. However, you will earn more money the faster you type. If you are slow at typing, it will take you much longer to earn money as a transcriptionist. So you can learn to type faster to be able to earn more money faster. Check the link in the description of this video and you can watch my video on how to type faster. I recommend a whole bunch of different typing websites where you can learn to type properly and also how to type faster. So in general, it's recommended that you have a typing speed of over 60 words per minute. If you're not sure what your typing speed is, go to typingtest.com to test it out. But again, you can still make money even if you are slow at typing. It will just take you much longer to earn money. Question 4, I get this a lot. Can non-native speakers work as transcriptionists? So you can see here I had this question from a subscriber saying, what about me? I have average skills in English and I'm not native. If I use Google Docs and other auto transcript websites, can I do it? Now, based on this comment right here, there are a lot of mistakes in it. So this person would really have to use and take advantage of spell checkers and grammar checkers in order to correct their English. These companies want near perfect transcripts, so your English level really has to be high with very few mistakes. So yes, you do not need to be from an English-speaking country in order to be a transcriptionist in English. However, you do need to have an excellent level of English. But most importantly, you need to have excellent listening skills to be able to understand what is being said and then type it out. It's more important to have excellent listening skills than grammar skills since you will be typing what you hear. So even if you're not great at forming your own sentences, if you have excellent listening skills and you can type out what you hear, you can be a transcriptionist. You can also use grammar and spell checking tools to help you. And depending on what platform you get accepted into or who you are transcribing for, if you pick an easy file that's not very complicated, sometimes there might be a children's YouTube episode or a TV show for kids, and the language is very basic. It is much easier to transcribe something like that than a science webinar, for example. So you can use grammar and spell checking tools to help you. I have 2 different tutorials on how to use Grammarly, both the free and the premium version. And even if you don't have the money to invest in the premium version, the free version is still excellent and helps with a lot of common mistakes. And then I have another video on 5 free spelling and grammar checker tools as well. Now these are the different companies that I have reviewed. And you can see that most of them are worldwide, except for Rev, which now you have to be from one of these countries, and also Way with Words and Daily Transcription. But the rest of them, as far as I know, are worldwide and accept applicants from worldwide. So, do you need to be good at English punctuation? Yes. I have many friends of mine who speak English as their native language, and they are horrible at English punctuation. But I also know many people who are not native English speakers and have excellent English punctuation. So it's very important to have excellent English punctuation skills. You have to use commas, periods, question marks, quotation marks, apostrophes, and hyphens correctly. Every transcription company has slightly different guidelines, but the majority follow these same basic punctuation rules. So if you want a quick review about punctuation, I have another YouTube channel called Sparkle English, where I focus on helping you improve your level of English, both as a native English speaker and also as an English language learner. So I will link you to this playlist where I have videos on all the different punctuation marks and how to use them. Question number 6, is transcribing easy? I had this question. So you get paid for listening and you just type what you hear. No, contrary to what most YouTubers say, transcribing isn't just a matter of getting paid to listen. I can't tell you how tired I am of seeing these kinds of images all over YouTube saying $1,000 a week to type what you hear. This is completely false advertisement. Transcribing is hard work. You may spend 4 hours transcribing just 1 hour of audio. Again, this depends on how fast you are at typing and how easy the transcription file is. When you're transcribing, you need to identify speakers, use correct punctuation, listen carefully, split sentences correctly, and follow strict style guidelines. So there is a lot to learn. You can make money transcribing, but it's definitely not as much money as most YouTubers are saying out there. How much money can you earn as a transcriptionist? Unless you are a freelance transcriptionist and you have private clients who you transcribe for, or you are transcribing for a very high-level, high-paying company that offers excellent pay rates, you are unlikely to make $20 per hour. There are private companies out there, but the most popular ones are not paying this high. So what most people are not saying in their YouTube videos is that you can make between $10 and $22 per audio hour. So in general, depending on many factors, your typing speed, how easy the file is, it takes 3 to 4 hours to transcribe 1 hour of audio. Again, depending on your typing speed and the difficulty of the audio or video file. So here you can see a rough example of the pay rates for each of these different companies. Again, it does vary per file. You know, some of these have up to $1.10 per audio minute, but you'll see that the majority are on the lower end of the scale. So here's an example in Rev. You can see here the pay rate for all of these files, 60 cents per audio minute. So if this file here was a 2-hour file, the pay total for that 2-hour file would be $74. Here, $53 for a file that's an hour and 34 minutes, and they give you 2 days to do it. But they're giving you 2 full days to do it because they know how long it takes to transcribe a file of this length. So you might make $75 for doing this 2-hour file, but again, it could take you up to 8 hours to transcribe this file. So I can't really tell you how much you'll make per day or per month transcribing. It all depends on the files that you take on and how fast you are. And here we have another example with Scribby. Scribby pays even less. They pay $10 per audio hour. I believe if you have a 5-star rating, you might get paid even more than that. But you can see this is an 8-minute file and the pay is only $1.36. So it really does just depend on the file and on the company. So that brings me to question 8. Why would someone work for such low pay? So if you are really fast at typing and you have a file that's quite easy, you could be making up to $10 to $15 an hour. It just depends on the file and it depends on your experience as well. And if someone has no job prospects and they're stuck at home and they're looking to make some money, this is an opportunity for them. Other people live in countries where the cost of living is much lower than where I live, for example. And so for them, doing a job like this, even if they're able to make an extra $50 a week, is an extra $200 a month, and that's enough to pay some bills. So it really just depends on what your lifestyle is like and what your needs are. But if you're looking to get rich, transcription is not the job for you. So question 9, are there any tricks to transcribe faster and therefore earn more money? So yes, there are. If you use an audio to text converter like otter.ai, which is paid, but there are other free methods, which you can check out in the description below of my video, you will have a rough draft of a transcript that you can then edit and correct. So this saves you time because you won't have to type out the entire transcript manually. Now, some transcription companies don't approve of this kind of software. So in this case, you could use a speech-to-text app and use your microphone to repeat what you hear. Also, using spell checkers and grammar checkers will help you edit your transcripts more quickly. You should also enable some sort of autocorrect if possible to correct any errors so you don't need to go back and fix them. Practice typing to increase your speed and accuracy. And also use noise-canceling headphones and work in a quiet room so you can hear more clearly. And also using a foot pedal could help you transcribe faster as well. So question 10, can you work for multiple companies? Yes, I highly recommend you work for as many transcription companies as possible. These companies do not say that you can only work for them. The more companies you work for, the more job opportunities you have. The only thing that's difficult with that is that each company does have different style guidelines. Usually they're more or less similar, but you do need to know the difference between all of these style guidelines so that way you won't be making mistakes as you're switching back and forth. Question 11, what is the difference between transcribing and captioning? And which one is easier? So transcriptionists type out English language speech and clients will receive a Word document. Now, captioning involves typing out English language speech in addition to atmospherics, music, and lyrics. So every sound you're hearing, you have to caption that. Whether it's a car that's honking or a bird that's chirping, you have to caption that. So captioners also have to sync captions to audio and then split sections in caption groups. And clients will receive a .srt file that they can then upload on a platform like YouTube. So captioning is basically creating the subtitles that you see in a video. Between the two, I think transcription is easier, but captioning maybe is more interesting because sometimes you might have a TV show or a fun YouTube video, and sometimes seeing the person's mouth moving as you're listening can help you as well. But it is more time consuming because then later on you have to sync the captions with the video as well. So do any transcription companies pay without a PayPal account? Pretty much all of these do pay with PayPal, and I know there are some countries that do not allow you to have a PayPal account. So the only company that I know of really is GoTranscript. They're worldwide and they pay with Payoneer. Daily Transcription can pay with a check. And then CrowdSurfWork has different payments as well, but GoTranscript is usually the one that people will try to get a job with if they cannot have a PayPal account. And finally, question 13, how can I get transcription and captioning work? So you can apply to any of the previously mentioned transcription companies or any others. There are quite a few. Alternatively, you can apply to freelance transcription jobs on websites like Upwork. Every day you should just search to see if there's someone looking for someone to create subtitles or captions or a transcript. Some people prefer to hire one transcriptionist for all their work. You can also advertise your services on freelancing platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or People Per Hour. Or you can reach out to people who may need your services, like YouTubers. I've had many people reach out to me saying, hey, do you want someone to do your subtitles? Now, I don't need anyone to do my subtitles. I know how to do it, so I usually do it myself. But you could reach out to people who do not have the CC, the closed captioning on their YouTube videos and say, hey, I would like to help you out. I would like to create these subtitles for you and I will charge you this much money. Or maybe say you'll do the first one for free as an offer for them to see if they're interested. And you can offer to create their subtitles for them or to transcribe for their blogs or websites. These are all different ways that you can try to get more transcription work. So I hope that this video answered most of your questions regarding transcription. If you have any other questions and want me to do a follow-up video, make sure to leave in the comment section what your questions are regarding transcription and captioning work. I have a whole bunch of different videos on my channel, all related to transcription, transcription tools, tricks, and how to become a better transcriptionist. So make sure to click on the links in the description below if you want access to those videos as well, or to any of the videos that I've discussed in this video. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial.